Hey beauties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video, we've got some new product to try on, to swatch, to demo, to review together. So if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe and let's get right into it. So on today's video, obviously I'm going to do a full face of makeup. I think I like to do those. I don't know, is it cool? Is it trendy to call them get ready with me anymore? I don't know. I feel like sometimes I'm just not cool enough, I don't know. But I've got my All Hours Glow foundation from YSL. It's just the best. I am obsessed with it. I have the new duo eyeshadow from Patrick Ta. So I've got Always on Your Mind and Slow Burn for a little bit of a sparkle. And I picked up as well the Nars blush palette for the holiday. So this is a limited edition. I don't know if you're following me on Instagram, but I did a full video of this palette. So application of all the 6 shades. And obviously I'm going to play with it today. I really like this palette. And also I've swatched and I've got pictures and swatch and videos of the full collection of Nars for the holidays. That's the only item I picked up. But let's get back to this a little bit later in the video when I'm talking about this Nars palette. And I'm going to be also playing with Chanel, Victoria Beckham, Dior, you know, the usual very good luxe product. All right. So I hope you guys are doing well. What's new with you? I'm curious. I feel like it's a shame I can't really talk to you. I want to know what's in your life. So here, for those of you who don't know, where I'm based in the UK and I'm Canadian. I'm from Montreal, so I also speak French. And so as Halloween is approaching, for me, Halloween has always been, you know, it's like a holiday. It's like not Christmas, but not far from being Christmas. So I always like to decor the house. And I feel like in the UK, it's really not a big tradition. So anyway, I went to the store, I bought some Halloween decoration, and I bought something that you put under the front door, like the porch mat or the front door. And whenever you step on the mat, it makes like a scary noise, which I think it's hilarious. But I don't think that the mailman and the guy that does the delivery thinks it's funny. And we're the only house on the street, and we live on a very long street. We're the only house that has decoration. I don't know what's the deal. It's a little bit sad. And we have like at night a projection in one of the window upstairs with like a scary, not too scary because, you know, they're kids and stuff. So it's not necessarily like the haunted house, but I just like to have a few things. But it's really not a big thing here in the UK. I don't know why. So I assume for you, depending on where you are, I think I've put some primer in my hair. As I am talking, I'm using my Dior Forever Glow Star filter as my primer because I think it's literally one of the best. I love this product because you can use it on top of your makeup. So I use it as a primer, but you could also use it afterwards as a, you know, a highlighter or a topper. You can use it on your body. And the range of shade is actually quite good for a French brand. Something that I really like about this collection. So now foundation. As I mentioned, I'm going with the All Hours Glow foundation from YSL. Honestly, I have been wearing this foundation on repeat. I'm quite keen. I think I'm looking for a new matte foundation, and I haven't. So I have Charlotte Tilbury, that is next level full coverage. I think I'd like to try a new like medium coverage matte foundation. So I haven't really seen anything new yet. So let's see what's coming. But for now, this foundation is just so good. I have to check if it's available yet in the US. I don't think it is. I don't know why they're not releasing it in the US. I think they're just missing out on people wanting to buy it. I like how it's like your skin but better. It's got a really nice medium coverage, but the radiance is just, It's radiant, it's glowy, but it's not greasy. And it just stays in place for so long, it doesn't move. It's giving you a very nice finish. So for my concealer, I'm using also a new product. This is, well, new-ish, I guess. This is the Chanel Ultra Le Teint. The first time I applied this product, it was not on camera, and I really struggled with it. I think my skin was too dry and it was peeling. So I think if you are considering this product, it's really, really good, but you need to make sure that your eye area is really well hydrated. Well, for me anyway, that's what happened with me. And since now I've got it nailed down, it is such a beautiful concealer. What are you guys doing for Halloween? Wherever you are, I'm curious to know. Are you guys getting dressed up, like fancy party? Are you trick-or-treating with your kids, going trick-or-treat? Are you giving candies? I think this year, because baby girl is still quite young, I'm going to, well, obviously I'm gonna, you know, dress her up. I don't know in what. I still have a little bit of time to figure it out. But I think we're most likely gonna go for a little walk quite early in the day, like end of the afternoon, and that maybe just after dinner or right before, I don't know, probably right after dinner, because she usually has dinner at like 4:30 p.m. and I think I'm gonna give candies as well. We didn't do it in the past few years just because, as I said, no one actually does Halloween, but I think because I've put up decoration, I guess people will know and they'll come around. Hopefully, anyway. It is looking pretty good. See how it's glowy, but it's not greasy. Obviously, I'm going to be powdering the T-zone for sure. I'm going to add a little bit of cream bronzer, and I'm going to go with my Shimmy Haze Beauty. And the shade that I have is Cedar 2. Yes, Cedar 02. And honestly, guys, if you haven't heard from this product, if you don't have it in your makeup kit, you're looking for a melting bronzer. It's literally like butter in a frying pan, but not greasy. And it's just so beautiful. It's quite budget friendly-ish. I think that was 20 pounds, 24 pounds. So I think it's pretty good, given that nowadays every single product, like every eyeshadow palette seems to be like, I don't know, 60 pounds or whatever the price is. I feel like there's literally no end. But equally, I remember a few months ago, I was not complaining, but just highlighting the fact that, you know, products are getting more and more expensive, and the person said, well, we just gotta collectively stop buying them. But I don't think, like, yes, but that's just not gonna happen, because you always have people that have the disposable income that will keep on buying. So the price are not really gonna go down. I think at some point we'll reach a ceiling where price will stop climbing up super high, but it's not gonna go down for sure. It's a bit like the Louis Vuitton product that I have yet to try. I feel like I've just lost the excitement, or I don't know. But people, the price tag was obviously a big topic of discussion, but I think you have people with the disposable income, so you know that's it. I'm gonna add a little bit of bronzer here, but not too much, because we've got blush to play with. Gorgeous. See how easy it is? It literally just melts onto the skin. I've patted my face quickly off camera under my eyes, still using my Givenchy Prisme Libre, the compact powder in Voile Rosé, and honestly, guys, I have hit the pan. Like, no joke, look at this. It is happening. I'm very proud of me, because I have been using this, I would say, almost every day. And for the rest of my face, I wanted to keep some of the glow, but have something a little bit more of that velvety finish. So I have used the Hourglass, the Vanish pressed, so it's the Vanish Airbrush Pressed Powder, and I have shade Translucent Medium, if that makes any sense. And it's not really dark. It's really neutral in terms of a palette, the shade, which I really like. I think it's a stunning palette. If you have a normal skin, it's the kind of powder that is, I would say if you have an oily skin, maybe it's fine, but limit. I think it's more powder that is great on combination skin to dry-ish. I think if you have a very oily skin, the brand One Size is literally what you should be using to mattify your skin if this is what you want. But the Vanish powder is great because it's going to absorb the oil naturally that we produce without drying your skin. And I really like it. I think it's such a beautiful powder. I think Hourglass has that very... I like the formula of their powder most of the time, except for those eyeshadow quad that came out recently. Honestly, I've been playing with them so much and I'm still just not impressed with it. And it's very rare because I'm usually I try to make every single product work. Anyway, let's have a look at the Nars holiday collection. It is a limited edition collection for the holiday 2025. You have in the collection, you've got actually two highlighter. One is more like a body highlighter, face and multi-use highlighter, and the other one is a proper face illuminator highlighter. You have the blush palette that I have here with 6 blush into it, and you also have an eyeshadow quad. You've got a lipstick, and I think I'm missing one item, I'm not sure. So I went into store, I swatched it, and I have to say I am very surprised. I think I didn't do any reading beforehand. Obviously I knew it was coming out, but it just seemed to me that the market, the target market is, I don't want to come across as, you know, not politically correct, but I feel like it's made for someone who's got a very fair and light skin tone. Honestly, the shade, like the eyeshadow quad, I just looked sick with it. I don't know. I have a hard time to, yeah, maybe it's gonna work for you. Happy days, but on me, no. I'm just a bit surprised with the theme, and same with the highlighter. They're so white. It is not like, I like something that has a little bit of that pearlescence reflection, but this one is just, it's kind of giving a white cast with a pink reflection. I don't know, that's what I'm saying. I think it's really made for maybe like Asia market, or maybe I'm just being influenced because on the demo, on the poster for the makeup collection, it's someone that looks to be Asian, and I hope I'm not offending anyone here, but that's just what my impression was. But the blushes, oh my goodness me, guys, if you have to pick up one blush palette, I know the YSL blush, the Golden Oasis, is calling my name. Definitely pick it up at some point, but for now, this palette, oh, it is beautiful. It's pigmented, it's buildable, it's obviously a limited edition, as I mentioned. It is absolutely stunning. They are not necessarily, they're not new shades, but to have them in the palette, I look at this beautiful and stunning palette. So you've got six blush in total. 3 of them here are matte. Here they're more like highlighter or topper. They have that, you know, iridescence to it, and they're literally made so you can layer them together. It is absolutely stunning. I think Nars does a few things really beautifully. I think blushes, for me, Nars, it's the blush. The cream blush or the powder blush, for me, this is Nars. The highlighters are actually quite surprisingly good at Nars as well. The new lipstick, the Explicit collection, is outstanding. They are beautiful, they're bold, they're super long lasting, and the shades are so pigmented. But the rest, I don't know. I used to love Nars a lot, and I think, well, actually the foundation, it's not true. Nars does amazing foundation. But I think that's like the three main product that Nars does beautifully. The rest, you guys tell me. So the name of this palette is New Realm, and it's the Ethereal Aura Blush Palette. And the blush are made in Canada. Way to go, Canada! I'm always happy. I always cheer for my country, obviously. And when I picked up the blush palette, they gave me a little pouch that fits the same collection. I'm always happy when I get little goodies or gift. It's always really nice. And they gave me a brush. So this is a little blush brush. This is how it looks. Very synthetic, brittle. They also gave me one of their new highlighter that came with the little pouch. It is the shade Eros, like the Greek god, I guess. It is beautiful. It's got a champagne sandy look. And look at this. It's like, it's metallic-y. It's gorgeous. Oh yeah, I am love. It's so soft. The second ingredient is mica. So there's no talc in it. And once you just spread it, see how the reflection is gorgeous. This is absolutely stunning. It's just, now that you've spread it, it just looks like your skin is glowing. Oh, I really like this. Right, let's look at the blush palette. So in the first top row here, you have your cool tone pink blush. Absolutely beautiful. Here you've got more of a neutral pink blush. So here a little bit more pigmented. Okay, so the shade is Trashed and this is Teased. This one is Foolish and this is Trill. This is Dark Love and this is Dolce Vita. I have multiplier stick and the blush as well, and honestly this is one of my favorite shade. I think it's such a beautiful warm shade. It's just gorgeous. But this, you know, if you like that baby pink cool tone blush, oh my god, like it is just stunning. And the payoff, they're buildable. The colors are so bold and the formula, it's a proper powder blush. It's honestly a great blush palette. So this is the swatch of the 6 shade. Honestly, if you're looking for a blush that is super long lasting, buildable, the colors are just, and this is a great all year round palette. I know it's out just for the holidays, but seriously, like this in summertime, oh wow, just absolutely saying, so easy to apply, not patchy, not blotchy, just perfection. And I really like the idea of the shimmery blush topper. It's not quite a highlighter. It makes me think a little bit of that Charlotte Tilbury The Face palette, Hollywood look in an instant, that kind of pearly blush that you can just add on top of instead of a highlighter. I quite like this. So I think on today's look, I'm gonna go with the baby pink blush. I think, let's see, I'm gonna start with it and we're gonna work our way up. So I've got an angled brush for, this is from Sephora, it's a blush brush, and I'm gonna go ahead with this. I don't want to take too much, and I'm gonna go like this and just build it up. But see, it's very easy to give you just that flush. It's like you've been outside and you just have a little bit of that flush of color like this. Let's see, we're gonna start little. So easy to apply, it's not patchy at all. Yeah, I think I think this is good. And I'm going to add the topper here. And I know this is a highlighter brush, but I don't want to put too much because I also want to use the sparkle on the eyes. But look at this. Look at how nice this is. Like if I'm facing you, you barely don't see it. But when I turn, oh, it's a whole different game. It is just stunning. Like, so face you, you don't really see it, but when I turn my head, just stunning. And you really just sprinkle some or dust some like this. This is it for the blush, and I am absolutely loving it. I do look a little bit tired today. My husband didn't sleep well last night, and I feel like obviously if he's not sleeping well, I kind of don't sleep so well. So yeah, I think I look, yeah. Even though we went for a long walk this morning, it was really, really nice. I think, yeah, a little bit tired. We're trying to take the big life decisions. I wanted to buy a small apartment, but then I kind of put it onto the ice. I was like, not sure. Might want just to buy a big home for us, because now, well, big home, I mean, like a home, because now we're renting, but just don't know what's the right thing to do. So, you know, we've been going back and forth with what's the best scenario, and I think that's why it's keeping him awake at night. Let's have a look at the Patrick Ta for Eyes eyeshadow duo. I like, people can say whatever they want. I absolutely love Patrick Ta. Not the foundation though. Foundation is really not my thing, but all of his blush product and eyeshadow palette, I think they are just wow. So as I said, I've got two different shades. This one is Slow Burn. Gorgeous. And here we have Always on Your Mind. There's more that slate gray shade. So I'm gonna swatch them both. Let's start with Slow Burn. Obviously, it is, you know, glittery topper shade. But, you know, who doesn't like a little bit of sparkle? So if you use a very loose, fluffy brush, it's just gonna come and put some sparkle onto your eye. So it really depends, or you can apply it with your finger, kind of go for a little bit more of a saturated look. It depends what you want to go for. Look at how nice this is. Oh, I'm loving this. So this is Slow Burn, and I think at some point I might actually just add the two other shades. Cult Beauty had a very good deal. They were on sale. One of you commented in one of my previous videos, and then when I realized they were on sale, you should have seen me going. Like, it was Godspeed to get to my phone and order. So now I'm going to swatch Always on Your Mind. Absolutely beautiful. And so this is the lightest shade. I like the undertone. It's a little bit more of a cooler palette. This is the gray shade. These two tones, stunning, absolutely beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna wear these two today. I think it's going to match. Yeah, I think it's gonna match perfectly the baby blush. So I'm just gonna add a base, like a beige base onto my eyelid. And I have this palette from e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is Mad for Matte. And they're all nude shade. And I think this is such a cheap palette, but perfect for your makeup kit. Like, I mean, look at these shades. It is literally like, you don't need anything else. If you like a nude look, matte shade, this is the perfect basic palette. So I'm gonna grab a flat brush like this, and I'm going to use the fourth shade here. Well, actually, let's go with the first. I'm gonna see. Yeah, the first shade, because I don't want to play on the color. So this first shade, it's kind of a beige skin color shade. Yeah, just as a base, like this. Same here. Pressing it onto the skin. And I am planning on picking up, well, I'm planning on picking up a few products, but from Patrick, his new matte 6 eyeshadow palettes. I think I want the light and the medium one, because the dark is quite dark, so I'm not going to get the dark one. But for sure they are in my basket. I'm going to be ordering them probably next week. So let's go with this palette. Pro tip, technically, because of the loose sparkle, I could have start my makeup by this, because now most likely I'm gonna have little dust of sparkle a little bit everywhere on my face, which, you know, it's not the end of the world. I'm not going to an event or anything. But if you are doing makeup or for yourself and you don't want to have glitters flying around, you do your eyes first and you add a loose powder onto your cheeks and makeup, and once you're done you can do the rest of your face like foundation and so on, or you just dust off the loose powder. So I think I'm gonna add, well, now I've got that blushy reflection, so too bad. We're gonna go with it, and I'm gonna start with the lightest shade here at the top. I've got a jewel end brush from Chanel. Oops, this has got two ends, and this is the brush jewel ended eyeshadow 200. So I'm gonna go with the flatter side just to apply the lighter shade, and like this. Oh, it is really, really nice. It's very light. And I'm gonna mix the two shades. It's such a stunning, like the sparkles are actually not too bad. There's not too many falling out. And I'm going all the way to the top of the eyebrow, like this. Or you could have used a cream eyeshadow as your base, so this eyeshadow really grips onto it. Up to you, you can play, you know, you try and you see whatever works the best. Speaking of eyeshadow, cream eyeshadow, Shantikai has sent me the other shade of the eyeshadow, liquid eyeshadow for the holiday. So I'm quite excited to play with, to try it very soon. I've only swatched it on my hand, so let's see, I think in one of the upcoming video. So now with that same brush, clean obviously, I'm going to add the darker shade, and I'm going to stay more on that mobile eyelid. Oh, beautiful, my friends. This is absolutely beautiful. It's got, you know, it's definitely much darker, but you can sheer it out very easy. Very, very easy. I mean, look at the sparkle. For my eyeliner, I'm going to play a little bit and use my Stilo from Chanel in the shade Taupe Fumée. This was part of the, what was the name of the collection that came out? Well, I'm forgetting the name, but I'll make sure the link is down below. And it's a really, really nice taupe shade. So, see, I think it's going to match perfectly. It's matte, and I'm going to smudge it so you guys can see something. and I'm not gonna go all the way. I'm just stepping in the middle here, and then just gonna play with it a little bit and kind of smudge it around. I've got a small round brush here. Just to add a little bit of a definition around the eye. You can always just, you know, stretch it a little bit like this on the side. Same here. Like this. And with the leftover, I'm gonna come under and create my shadow. I think I'm gonna have to add just a little bit and then smudge it. Just like this. Just frame your eye a little bit better. Or you could even apply it onto the waterline and create more of a smoky eye look. Voila. Eye makeup is done. It's looking so sparkly and festive, my friends. So I added a line of beige eyeliner onto the waterline, and I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury, the duo end, and it's the liner duo, the super nude, the brighter illuminator, I guess that's the name. It's quite low, so I can't really read it, but this is such a good pen because you also have the brown. Well, this is pretty much finished, but love, love, love this. And yeah, it just kind of opens the eye and it's looking really nice. It's quite festive. It's a lot of sparkle, but I really, really like how it looks. I am loving it. I think very festive. You could pair this with a really nice pink gloss or something a little bit more matte. Yeah, should we try? Okay, let's do the two options. I contoured my lip and I'm using the Victoria Beckham lip liner, and this is shade 1.5. I'm still on the fence with those lip liner. I feel they are really, really dry. It needs a little bit more wax into them. And I'm gonna try, so let's see if I am pairing the makeup with one of the latest shade at Prada. This is the monochrome, and the shade is P60. And it's a very soft and light pink. I think it's too warm. Yeah, it's clashing. It's too warm. Wait, I think if we pair it with the Chanel 76. All right, let's see. Chanel 76. This is the Rouge à l'Or Velvet. Ah, yeah. This is much better. Like this. It's almost like my lip color. It just adds a little something. Or, so you could leave it like this, just have a lip that is a little bit more dimmed down. Or you could add lip gloss. I think lip gloss Chanel, seriously, it's like one of the best you can find. I know it's just a lip gloss, but oh, they are so good. This one is shade 804, and I think it's one of my favorite. It just adds a little something. It's such a feminine and delicate shade. That's it. That's how it looks. I mean, I think you can pull this off on a daytime look. I think there's zero problem if you just own up to the glitters or sparkle shade, or easy nighttime look. But I really do like a little bit of a glitter or sparkle every now and then. And when I do, I like to be, you know, you can tell it's there. I equally like when it's just a glimmer, but it would be a different kind of makeup. But this, I mean, look at the cheeks. Look at this reflection. It's so nice, and yet it's not a highlighter. It's just, I am loving this new makeup. Love it, love it. And I really like the eyeshadow. Yeah, I think next time there's a sale on, I'm getting the 2 other eyeshadow shades from the Patrick Tadreau. I really, really like them. I mean, look at this. Look at how nice this is. It's so sparkly, it's so festive, but yet you can wear them all year round, and I really, really like this shade. I think it's absolutely stunning. It's got something sexy to it. And those blushes, I mean, what's there not to like? And yeah, this color of lipstick is definitely the best. Anyway, I'm curious to know what you guys think. Let me know down below. Questions, suggestions, whatever it is, just put them down below. On my side, obviously, I will link every single product that I've used on today's makeup look. I feel like we've done good today. There's not actually that many makeup product, I think. Yeah, I think we've done okay. In a nutshell, what do I think of those new products? An absolute yes. Honestly, I'd like to tell you that they're not good so you don't spend your money, but no, they're all very much worth it. I feel like I've entered a new era. I like this. You know, sometimes I feel like your makeup evolves, right? So I think I'm liking where my makeup is going at the moment. So yeah. Anyway, enough of the jibber jabber. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you're new here, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And a big thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.